Welcome to tonight's stream. The captain will be starting shortly.
night. Chats are buzzing, messages fly. Crazer Cap takes us to the sky. Got the headphones, mic in hand, energy high. He's in demand. Catch the vibe, no need to wait. Crazer Cap, never second rate. Captain of the streams, master of dreams, geek of all trades, or so it seems. Game or chat, night or day. Crazer Cap, he leads the way.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the one and only GOAT and captain of this vessel, the geek of all trades. My name is Crazer Cap, a Starship Captain VTuber from the future, crash landed in the past, or rather, my past, your present. And while my ship is destroyed and I can't return home, it doesn't mean we can't travel to other worlds through the power of gaming. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Word has it, by this time next year, we're having permanent daylight savings time thanks to the United States government. Granted, I'm sure they've got more important things to be dealing with there. One second, I gotta do my usual sound check here. Sorry if you heard a little bit of an echo there. Where was I? Oh, yes. I was getting this. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm writing them a quick message here. Yes, we are still live streaming on multiple channels. We are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube, and the chats should be able to reflect each other. So Twitch, say hello to YouTube, and vice versa. All channels are, all subspace channels are open. Excuse me. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long day, but I am still here. Albeit running only a couple minutes behind, but nothing too major. I wanted to make sure I got everything I needed to take care of done before I went live. And that includes my brand new schedule for the week. Once again, we are looking at an all Final Fantasy week. Of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be Final Fantasy XIV, guaranteed streams. Tonight we're doing the dailies, as we usually do, and then Thursday we will go back to Stormblood MSQs. For those who don't know, if you've never played Final Fantasy XIV, that's main story quests, basically playing through the story of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. That's where we're at right now. If you've not played and or even gotten to Stormblood, I highly recommend it. Don't want to sound like a jerk saying, I suggest you do it. I'm not that kind of person. Especially when you get through Stormblood, at the very least, buckle up. There's a lot that's going to happen. And it's a very thrilling story. Friday, we're going to be back at 7 p.m. Central with Final Fantasy III. We're going to wrap that up. We have only 2 sections left of it. I think we have to go after Zandy next, if I'm not mistaken, and then just the main villain, the Cloud of Darkness. And then we'll be all wrapped up with Final Fantasy III. And then, of course, since I mistakenly forgot to finish Final Fantasy III and then started Final Fantasy IV, we're going to continue Final Fantasy IV on Saturday at 2 p.m. Central. And depending on how long that stream goes, we may even wind up switching over in the middle of the stream to the Mario tournament, especially considering the week after that, I am hosting the Mario Tournament yet again on the 1st. Yep, I am hosting the Mario Tournament yet again. And that's going to be a fun few days over there because I'm hosting the Mario Tournament on the 1st. WWE SummerSlam is on the 2nd. And since I live out in the U.S. Midwest, specifically in the Iowa area, some friends of mine and I are actually planning on getting tickets because the very night after SummerSlam, WWE Monday Night Raw comes to you live from the capital of Des Moines, Iowa. Excuse me. So some friends of mine and I may very likely be in attendance for WWE Raw that night. We're all big wrestling fans. I started watching back in the mid to late 90s with World Championship Wrestling and their iconic faction known as the NWO, where they always said, when you're NWO for life. And no, I'm not talking the conspiracy theory NWO. I'm talking the Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the Kevin Nash, Scott Halls, the Buff Bagwells, and so on. The Eric Bischoffs of pro wrestling. But give me 1 second here. Trying to finish writing up this message here because I've got something I want to pin. And by the way, that link that Luna just shared with you to my Crazer's Log channel, that's got some old stuff on it. I might wind up doing away with eventually once I make sure I've got all the content I need off of it. If there's anything I need to keep for VODs, I'll probably just... I'm sorry. I'll probably just do it on the main channel. It's another reason I'm back to dual streaming, and no promises, but I really don't want to spread myself too thin by triple streaming between Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, but the thought had crossed my mind, to be honest. There, let's see if it sends to both. Well, shucks. It only sent to Twitch. That is a shame. Let me try it again the old-fashioned way. Yoinkus doinkus. Oh, you can only... I gotta trim it. There, let's do it that way. I'll just post it here. Don't mind the scratching noises you guys might hear in the background. My husky is just... There we go. Alright, my husky's just trying to get comfortable behind me. Sorry about that. Lay down, Bubba. I want to refresh that just so I make sure that I do see that. And while I'm at it, I do need to post on the Twitter. Tommy, lay down. Hey. No more scratch. Hey, lay down. Knit. You're gonna fall off the futon, dummy. My husky's being weird. There we go. Oh, it's down there at the bottom. Excellent. Okay. So let us take a look here. Whoops. I can spell today. Hold on a second. I gotta BRB. sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take. One of my buddies was reaching out. One of the ones that we're gonna go to the WWE Raw on August 3rd with. He and I, we've got a little Facebook group chat. Some of our closest friends, and we're gonna go as our own little quote unquote wrestling faction. There's gonna be like 4 or 5 of us going, so. But he's just like, we gotta get shirts for all this. We gotta come up with a design for the logo. We still kind of refer to our we've always thought of ourselves as like our little friend group, almost kind of like a wrestling faction. We've never really had like an actual name except like the Kings or something, because he used to wrestle in Iowa as Altavius King, the king of greatness, and I was the king of the cruiserweights long before former WWE star Neville tried to use that gimmick. Our good friend Flava, who you've probably seen me play Halo with on this stream before, he was the Intercontinental King, because he's got a replica of the IC belt, Intercontinental Championship belt. I've got the early to mid 2000s era Cruiserweight Championship belt. KOG, King of Greatness, my friend Alan, he's got the he's got a few belts, but he's got like the WWE, he's got the classic Winged Eagle. I think somewhere he probably even has the old John Cena spinner belt somewhere. So we got a few replica belts among us. So if I ever get any money saved up, I should probably invest in some more. My cruiserweight belt needs a new strap because there's cracks forming in the leather. Sadly, I had to tape it up with black Gorilla tape and stuff. So, but I've had it since like, oh my heavens, like I want to say maybe even 15 years at least. It's been a long time since I bought that belt, so the fact that it's just now starting to show cracks in the leather says a lot for how well it was made, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, so where did we even leave off? I forget. But yeah, we are here tonight. We are here to play some Final Fantasy XIV, but I will cover what I just posted in the pinned messages on your chats. I have a throne wish list, as some of you may already know if you've been here before, and I've got some items on there for a brand new PC build. But in the meantime, for my current build, I'd like to upgrade it a little bit. I've got my current GPU is a GTX 1660 Super with 6 gigabytes of graphics memory, but I've got a newer card that works just fine. I just need to get a power supply that will handle it. Unfortunately, I don't have the proper power connectors with my current power supply, so I have on my wish list as a featured item a new 850 watt Corsair RM850X modular power supply. And if I'm able to get a hold of such a power supply, I can install this new graphics card. And from there, we should have no trouble because we'll have a much stronger GPU installed. And we'll be able to enjoy gaming and streaming a bit easier. So the item on my throne wish list for this power supply, it is totally set up as crowdfunded, as are anything even remotely expensive on my wish list. So you don't feel like you have to go in and fund the whole thing. If you wish to fund anything at all, if you do throw anything towards it, I would agree. I would greatly appreciate it. The sooner I can get this upgrade done, the better. But thank you all in advance. Plus, if you decide to check out the link anyway, to go to my throne wish list, check out anything on that list. Most of that stuff, like I said, is crowdfunded. And again, don't feel like you have to fund the entire thing, or even anything for that matter. But if you're curious, go check it out. Thank you in advance. Ooh. But we're here tonight. We're doing some dailies here. We're gonna switch it on up. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for Friday to finish up Final Fantasy III, because it'll be the first time I've actually played through and completed Final Fantasy III in any form. Meaning, whether online or off, I will have finally, I can finally say that I've played and beaten Final Fantasies 1 through 7 in my life, whether on stream or off. But I'll still have to say for a while more, that I've only played partially through 8, 9, 10, 10-2, and 13. For a guy who mostly feels like he's done more Halo in his life, honestly, I actually kind of have. Oh, I'm a dodo. I need to switch. Whoa, heads up. That is way too frickin' zoomed in. Whoops. Here, I'm going to adjust this quite a bit here. No, you don't. I'm just going to get to the next screen here really quick. Ack. I don't know why it changed up the... That... Yikes. Does not look good. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. And the problem is, if I do stretch the canvas, it looks, well, looks kind of squished a little bit, but you know what? It ain't gonna. But we can run with it. Hang on a second. I got to respond to a new message from Alan. I'll look into it, period. Sorry about that, guys. He's wanting to design shirts for our little group. But so here we are, where I'm currently a level 99 white mage. And actually off stream the other night, I got bored and decided, you know what, let's start working on another job class should I decide to do something else. Didn't know where I wanted to start, so I put in a little work and a few levels with the Lancer class, which I believe at level 30 you have the option of upgrading that to the Dragoon class. So I can run around and basically be like like Kain from Final Fantasy IV, just without the mind control switching from dark side to light side. Shepherd's eye down. Sorry, our German Shepherd's in the room now. He's staring out the window. All right. Now, we're not really going to be going much of anywhere overall in the world, but as always, click. We're just going to jump right in. Hi, you need to go lay down. My German Shepherd decided to get off the futon and come up to me, because when he wants his lovin's, he'll just sneak up behind me, nudge me with his cold, wet nose and just be like, Papa, please. Here, actually, I think, do I actually have... video device... Hold on. I will adjust that here in a little bit. I know, you want attention, but I'm in the middle of something now. You need to lay down. I'll give you more pets in a little bit. No, get back. Get back, please. I know how badly you like to get lovin's, but you just gotta lay down and behave. Hey, I wound up clicking the tank by accident. Crap. Oh, it reorganized it a little bit for me. Well, at least I still have Cure out. This one's going to be one of the easier ones because it's level 20. Interaction. We got Rhiannon. It looks like it's the kitty cat girl. Don't pull too much. God, no matter what bloody level it is. He's just rushing through half of the dang map. And he's pulling literally everything to him. Bro, that's not how this works. I don't care, Tilo. Or Telio. Don't pull. Just stop and take them out. Uh, next time, don't. No offense. I can't stand it when tanks just run through and they pull literally everything. Like, if it's like 3 or 4 people or mobs, then sure. Why not? But he literally just ran through, I'd say, about a good third of the entire dungeon in one go. Or at least it's the way it feels. Uh-oh. Run, run, run. Oop. There we go. Okay. Moving right along. How much are they? Question mark. Per shirt? Question mark. Oops. I'll start chipping in more DPS here. That should be fine, period. Sounds like he found a deal on the shirts. There we go. Looks like we got a couple more objectives on this. Target's not in line of sight because he keeps moving. Where are we going? There we go. When you're in the middle of a cave like this, it's hard to figure out where the heck you're really supposed to go if you're not actively paying attention to the map, at least. Oh, come on. He's not giving me much chance to hit him. I'm trying to keep the rest of my team happy and healthy. We got him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should mean for me level 100. At least when I get out of here. Aww. I got one player commendation. Look at that. Well, y'all can't see it because of the frame, but and Meld Studio does not seem to be. Ah, there we go. See, this is the reason why. This is another great reason why I really should try to get that power supply, because this is running 6 gigs of graphics RAM. The new card is 12. So wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Perfect. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it was freezing up so bad. So that's one down. We're up to 2,438,000 now. We're almost halfway to between 2 and 3 million. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't forget, guys, I still have that code for gamer sleeves. Gamer sleeves are gaming style compression sleeves with all kinds of cool designs, or you can design your own. If you guys go and shop at gamer-slave.com for a cool gaming sleeve, don't forget to use code CrazerCap at checkout. You'll get 10% off your purchase. So go shop over there. Tell them Crazer sent you. I know I'm not a no, I'll admit I am not by any stretch of the imagination a salesman. If I was at least a salesman by any stretch of the imagination, I honest to God would be able to bring people in here more. But oh well, I'm trying at least. We've been going about an hour already? Holy cow. So that was one down. And hold on a second, I want to double check. How good are we on audio right now? Test, test. I'm waiting to see if I can hear the music. Music I do not hear. Let's see if I hear it now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. Okay, I think I should be good here. Well, I guess that kind of sucks a little bit because now that I've hit level 100 White Mage, I'm maxed out. You guys can't see it because, well, here, let me tell you what. Where did it go? I'm going to hide the in-game frame here. So you guys can kind of see it there, down there. It says WHM for White Mage, level 100, and it shows nothing for experience right now. So if you never played 14, that means I've maxed out at level 100 for White Mage. It's always possible they might raise the level cap on that, but can't do much about that at the moment. I do not have a 5070, so the new card I have, it is a Radeon RX 6700 XT with 12 gigabytes of graphics RAM. So it's just I need a new GPU to be able to connect it to power, because my current GPU is only 650 watts, which that wattage alone with my current build worries me a little bit as to whether or not I might wind up coming a little short on what's needed. And it doesn't have the proper power connector. The power supply I have in there now has a single 8-pin connector, but I need I need 2 8-pin connectors for this new card. So, yeah. But yeah, welcome back, Ninja. Happy Tuesday to you. We just finished up our first daily. They threw us back to level 20, the Copperbell Mines. If I was much farther ahead on my Dragoon, I might actually consider... I might actually consider switching to it. So you can see right here. Well, you can kind of see it behind me. Let me move it over. So I've hit level 100 for White Mage. I am currently level 16 Lancer. And then I'm also level 25 Leatherworker, level 2 Weaver, level 37 Miner. So, there you go. There's your boy. Yeah. Yeah, I got bored the other day off stream. I'm like, let's start working on another job class. So I didn't know what to pick, so I'm like, let's just pick Lancer. Especially considering when you hit level 30, you can actually you can upgrade Lancer to Dragoon at level 30. So I'm like, that would sound kind of cool. But yeah. Excuse me. Let me just shave a little bit. But yeah, so let's jump into the next one here. I always like to do main scenario next. Yeah, some friends of mine and I are planning on going to a WWE event here soon. We're out in the Iowa area, and as it turns out, they got WWE SummerSlam coming to Minneapolis here in a few weeks on August 2nd. The Monday Night Raw, the very night later, is right in Des Moines, Iowa. That's near me. So a bunch of my friends and I, we're going to get together. We're going to go... We're kind of going as our own little faction. We're calling ourselves the IWO, the Iowa World Order. And we've got... A lot of us have, like, custom belts and stuff. Like, I've got a Cruiserweight Championship replica. One of my friends has the Intercontinental Championship. Another has the old Winged Eagle WWF Championship. So we're going to basically belt up a bunch of us and wear IWO shirts. He wants to get shirts made for us. And we're going to go sit in the crowd, basically trying to maybe even walk around a little bit before the show. Like, we're a kick-ass faction. Like, we're the new faction here. We're going to come out and help Seth Rollins, who, by the way, if you didn't know, is from Iowa. He's from Davenport. Iowa's got a long list of iconic names, fictional or otherwise. We got Seth Rollins in WWE. We've got God knows how many captains from Star Trek, or captains, either the actual character or actors who play the character. Because, of course, James T. Kirk is from Riverside, going to be from Riverside. The actress who played Captain Janeway in Star Trek Voyager is from Dubuque, Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. Billy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The actor, David Yost, is originally from Iowa. We've got Caitlin Clark, Ashton Kutcher. Hell, even Frodo himself is from Iowa. So we've got a few notable names. And if they're not originally from Iowa outright, they went to school in Iowa, like Gene Hackman? Original OG Willy Wonka himself was from Iowa. Of course, John Wayne was from Iowa. He was from a little town called Winterset. So, yeah, it's kind of amazing how many people from Iowa are starting to get noted. So, yeah, welcome everybody that's just joining in. My name is Crazer Cap, your captain of the voyage and the GOAT, geek of all trades. We are I am a Starship Captain VTuber from the future who crash landed in the past, or rather my past, your present. And while my ship is damaged beyond repair, that doesn't mean we still can't travel to other worlds through the power of gaming. We're in the middle of one of our 2 guaranteed streams this week. Guaranteed meaning it's always going to be the same thing, always on the same date and time. Of course, they're both Final Fantasy, and they're on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays we do daily roulettes. Thursdays we do main story quests. We're in the middle of Stormblood right now. I actually just finished up Heavensward not that long ago. Heavensward was actually pretty decent. Sorry, I'm responding to a tweet here. There we go. Yeah, we're just waiting for a... you say that's how you get your GPU. Build a PC sales. Let me see if I can check that out real quick just to see. So, build... Yeah, once upon a time when I built my first machine, oh so long ago, was one of the more prominent websites to check for your parts was Tiger Direct. And they still do PC parts, but they're nowhere near as good as they used to be. Oh, never mind. It's now... Tiger Direct has now been officially retired. They say after more than 25 years of providing the brands you trust at the prices you love, Tiger Direct has been retired. Ouch. Well, that sucks. Yeah, most of the time anymore, you can just find what you want on Amazon or something. Or if you've got a micro PC center in your area. Closest one we've got is out in, I believe it's in Kansas City for us. I got a friend that lives out there. My good friend Razor. Yep, Razor and Crazer. That was his nickname, was Razor. He used to fight in the UFC. Razor Razak Al Hassan. And in case you're curious, he's actually from heritage from South Africa, despite what the name, what you might think of the name. But when I heard his name at first, before I met him, I'm like, I immediately thought, okay, Al Hassan, he must be from like one of those Middle East countries or something. And then I met him. He's actually from South Africa. He's a damn good friend. We call him Old Boy. Old Boy. Yes, sir. He used to fight in MMA. Let's see. Now it's just finding the best prices unless you have a micro center. Yeah, exactly. Granted, IRL, I actually work in IT anyway, so sometimes you have connections, and you know where to look for stuff. But oh, here we go. We got our main scenario roulette finally coming up. Now, don't forget, guys, these are the main story roulettes are the ones where you cannot skip the cutscenes. Oh, we're going to take on the ultimate weapon again. Whew. All right. Ow. All right. Whoa, I'm walking right into it. Turn around. He's doing a lot more damage than I anticipated he would. Yeah, and here's where Heidelin's going to stick her. She's going to come in and be like, I will help you. Nope. I'm from Iowa. We get storms all the time. We don't yield to shit. I am trying my best to heal. And at the same time, can't see shit. Oh, it's that moment. Okay. There we go. I'll just recast Aeroga. Or Arrow 2, however you want to pronounce it. Believe me, I'm trying to not only heal, but also help with damage too. Yep, she's jumping in one more time here. There we go. But we're not quite done yet.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
Yep, La Brea possessing our old friend Thancred.
Under the protection of the crystal he bears.
Yep, I do.
So, this is what empowers him. Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the ultimate weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant. Speak plainly, Asir. The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Anak failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons. Of what magic do you speak? The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Anak failed to scratch.
Yes, tell us. Ultima. Yep. And from the deepest depth of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima. Damn. Well, you reap what you sow.
It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
Spoiler alert. It isn't you. And we're back to this. There we go. He's still speaking of true power when he just witnessed Ultima. Someone wasn't paying attention. Doo-da, doo-da. Whoop. Gotta move a little bit. Oh, looks like it's me. We've got him just about halfway dead. There we go. Get him back on track. I'm going to hit Lucid Dreaming. And to boost him a little bit more. How much destruction must be wreaked before you are sated? I don't know. Don't you think that's something you should be asking yourself? There we go. All right, this cutscene you can skip. I will thank the tank. For making Devil May Cry jokes. I received a player commendation. As long as I received something, I guess we're good. We're almost to 2.5 mil. Look at that. Oh yeah. Here, I'm gonna take off my hat. All right. I'm just gonna take a peek. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through a moment here. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna pause the music here. And I'm also gonna mute this. Give me a second. Nice. SAWFT. Sorry, I came across a video I didn't want picked up on the VOD there. Oop, that's not what I want. Okay, so that's 2 down. Now, of course, really quickly, just to make sure I've got good equipment. Sorry. That scratching noise you hear is... I've got to trim up my facial hair. It's getting kind of itchy. It gets that way if I let it grow too long. Alright, let's fix up. Well, that's not terrible. And it's only 89 gills, so might as well stay on top of it, right? There we go. Now, I don't remember if my... Oh, something sold. Something sold. So we've got some hard leather chokers still in there. We've got 5 items waiting to sell. Ain't that the way? Go back to the Aetheryte Plaza in Gridania. We're just going to stand under here. I'm looking into something. Hold on. Hang tight, guys. Add to this. Free token. Okay. I wish to go to Limsa here next. Don't worry, we're still going to be doing the rest of the dailies, but I wanted to come over here real quick. The upper decks, okay. I'm going to head this way. There it is. Sorry, I picked up on something I was curious about, so... Oh dear. This one's gonna send me all over the damn place. We're gonna go this way. The aft castle. Okay, speak with hands. So that part's done. We've got 2 more to talk to. Need to go to the steps of Null. I'm gonna run this side quest real quick here. Part of me, I posted a screenshot of my Warrior of Light in a Facebook group, and apparently I'm kind of a plain Jane when it comes to looks, because there's at least 3 or 4 people who are like, you look like I do, and it's literally all the same. So I've been thinking about potentially... Oh, right by the Alchemist Guild. Okay, so I know where I'm going. Ethernet. Wait, where am I going? Literally right by the wall. Damn. Okay, that's 2 down. We got 1 to go. Carpenter's Guild back in Gridania. Unfortunately, we're kind of undoing what we've already done. What progress we've made. Not by much, though, just a little bit. Well, hold the phone here. I'm guessing that this... Yeah, the Carpenter's Guild. Okay. McGarsimer, get out of the way. Okay, back to Limsa. The aft castle. That's where we were. I suppose I could go this way from the looks of it. Oops, there we go. All right, let's see. Well. Interesting. That's a wild new look for that character. Crafter of Coiffure, so divine, Rufina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness starting to consume you? The heck? What a ham. that poor Lalafell. Okay, so you befriended Jandalane by using the crystal bell found in your inn room. You can call upon the services of the flamboyant aesthetician. From hairstyle and cover to face paint, he can create a new look for you for a mere 2,000 gil. Whenever you feel like a change, Jandalin is your man. Okay, so now... So, according to this, oh, the innkeep over here. Because I wish to change my Warrior of Light's appearance just slightly. But of course. Okay, so let's see if there's anything that stands out here, because this is where we're starting here. I don't want anything too wild, but something that's nothing too long either. I mean, that's a little more trim. And honestly, I feel like that suits me a little bit more. I'm looking through the rest of the list here real quick. We can go the Frankie from One Piece. The big-ass pompadour. Wait, what the hell is this? No. Ah, this looks fine. No, I don't need tattoos. Nope, nothing special there. I'm just going to trim it up. Use a token. Where once stood a disheveled shell of a man, there now shines... He cut it short. Literally and figuratively. Look, there I am, brand new. Slightly different hairstyle, trimmed up just a tad. And of course, we can do our summoning bell here, but I'm not going to do that. Exit the room. Okay, now... The hell with it. I might just stick around here. Whoops. Yep, I am going in the right direction. Wait, so I guess apparently, is there... Is there a aetheryte crystal I have not attuned to yet here? I thought I got them all. Let's go check it out. Then we can come back and... I guess not. Yoink! You've attuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards and Limsa Lominsa. 100 levels later. ... We'll just use the aetherite. to go right back to the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay, so we're just going to chill out here in Limsa. Next up, let's do some an alliance raid. There we go. Excuse me. Ladder of Ascension. There we go. Ta-da! Here we are. Yep, between Sprint and Peloton that people keep casting. I should be able to keep up with the group here. There we go. was somebody from one of the other alliances. Okay. Moving on. I was just trying to get away from that thing that was chained to me. Wow. Way to wait for the other healer. Yeah, Doga and Yune, which, by the way, Final Fantasy III is where they're from. This is where we're going to be facing Cloud of Darkness when we get up there. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I am incorrect. Not Cloud of Darkness. It should be Zandy. Okay, I was pretty sure I had... There you go. I was going to say, I was pretty sure that I had... Let me just... For safe measure, I'll hit everybody I can with Medica 2 so that I got a little bit of healing going on. Where's my mouse? There you go. There we go. Got smacked by my stone spell. Noise. There we go. Doesn't seem like too many people are getting hit hard right now, so I'm just going to continue focusing on smacking this guy with my DPS spells. Well, I suppose it. I seriously just get turned into a toad. Looks like everybody is back on their feet. Glad I could help somebody from one of the other alliances at least. Alright, we've got the final. There he is, Zandy, looking bored on his throne. I want a real fight, he says. Well, that's not what he really says, but honestly, I don't give a darn. Suck it, Zandy. There we go. Old boy's about to all right. Get smacked with my rocks of hell. There we go. Didn't know how many I was targeting here. Uh-oh, move, move, move. We got him. Nighty night, Zandy. Go take yourself a nap. Props to my fellow healer. Here, let's then there's just like a pass all, greed all, need all. Three player commendations, heck yes. Hold on a second. I'm going to place you on mute here. This was about an hour ago. Hold on. Sorry, I was checking on something there. Okay, so we're at 2,476,000. We shall clear the selection. The standard trials and the high-level dungeons are the only ones we haven't really done. So here, let's just do a high-level dungeon. That's going to be our best bet for the most gil tonight. Come on, we need some DPS other than myself. Mimi Yitakin. Mimi or Yitakin? It's level 60, so it's up there a little bit. Whoop. Now we can hit. One of the monsters' stun has no effect. There we go. Is it me or is he grooving? Sorry, I had to clip that. Really? How? Just turning me into a frog? How the hell did that even happen? Finish him off. Someone's trying to raise me. Ah, they got ahead of me. That should be everybody. Must be new ones because these guys just got stunned. Alright. I think we got the enemies from up top too now. Yep. There we go. We should be just about ready to be able to use Asylum again. There we go. We're just about there. Alright, into the green glowing door like it's Ghostbusters. We don't know where it's going to lead us. Oh, it literally is like Ghostbusters, the video game. There was a level in that was upside down, just like this. Now don't pull too much, damn it. That seems better. I'm starting to get more and more used to the idea of just, like, I'll heal and I'll cast regen type spells. But then, once I feel like everyone's covered, I'll just basically, I'll get close enough with these group mobs. Let's change the... because that one felt a little loud. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm following my ABCs. Always be casting. Oh. I remember this now. The Brina and Calca dolls. These are straight out of Final Fantasy IV. Gotta stay on top of... Ouch. Twice. Well, looks like I already hit her with arrow, but I'm going to do it again. Got it. Props to our tank. Hey, say now. I like that. I need that. I'll pass on that. Well, that is awkward. No commendations, huh? That's a shame. Where are we at? We're not going to get to 2,500 tonight, unfortunately. I just, even if we did the last one, which is only 4,000 gil, it's not going to be enough. We would need 12,000 gil, and I doubt we're going to get that. Not to mention, it is starting to get a little bit late. Sorry, I'm just enjoying myself a little bit here. Y'all can't really see me, but I'm headbanging like, or not like rock and roll headbanging. I'm just kind of bopping my head. Yeah, I got to start remembering in some of these, I have the ability to use these lilies that are growing on the lily gauge. Let's see. Whoops. Comes stand over here. I love that. It gives off that it gives off that I wonder if I left the stove on. Trying to think. What would be a good pose? Hmm. Ah! I want the second one. There we go. A little bit of a style pose there. There we go. Got some new G poses out of this tonight. I always like to take a few of these just for the hell of it. Probably try uploading some of them tonight or something.
The Democrat, Trump just shook up the global order with this latest announcement. He took to True Social, writing the Hormuz Strait.
Sorry. Video went off in the background there. Oh, well, I'll be damned. And I found this out through the Facebook page of one Diamond Dallas Page. Happy celebrity birthday today to one of the best comedians out there today. Mr. Gabriel Iglesias, otherwise known as Fluffy. Damn. And for those who don't know, he's known as Fluffy. If you've never heard of, it's because he's got a famous bit where he referred to as the 5 levels of fatness. There's big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and damn. And then apparently later on, he claims that he added a 6th level called "Oh hell no." What's the difference? You're still willing to work with a level 5. Imagine, if you will, you get onto an elevator and you see a big fluffy guy coming towards you, but you still let him get on the elevator. Damn! Now imagine the same scenario, but you see somebody at level 6 coming towards the elevator. That's the level where you're sitting there pushing the close button going, "Oh, hell no!" There's somebody in here named Joe Pesci. Merry Christmas. Friggin' Home Alone. Some of the stuff I feel like I shouldn't need, but anyway, I'll have to figure out something to do with it. Yeah, I'm going to need to go to bed here on time tonight. I got to get up early. So I think I am going to call it a night here, even though we didn't get through all of the dailies, but we got through the majority of them. So we're not doing too bad. We're at 2,488,727 gil. The wheel of our dailies had turned and told us how much gil that we should earn. And yes, I bummed that right off of Animaniacs, by the way. Anyway, don't forget, guys, once again, this is what our schedule is going to be this week. Go away, Windows. Thank you. Thursday, we'll be back with more Final Fantasy XIV with main story quests. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. Friday, also at 7 p.m. Central, we're going to go back in and we're going to finish Final Fantasy III. We've got 2 sections left. I'm pretty sure we can get through it on Friday. And then, of course, Saturday, we're going to be back at 2 p.m. Central with more Final Fantasy IV to try to see if we can wrap that up. We get that done. The first 4 games will be in the books. And we can move on to 2 of my favorites, Final Fantasies V and VI. Oh, just you wait until we get to Final Fantasy VI. I've played that game so many times on this stream, but this time it is for an actual project that will eventually, all of it, get uploaded to my YouTube. Little at a time. No matter if it turns out I'm 60 years old by the time I get it done. Excuse me. I know I'm so far behind on everything. Finishing up the Halo project, finishing up Bravely Default, Metal Gear Solid, the Final Fantasy project. I want to start. I'm still considering other games for the game franchises for the future to do this with, like Gears of War franchise, with the rest of Borderlands, because I need to reach out to Zombie again and see how he's feeling on all that. We need to finish up Borderlands 2. The Shenmue series, I have all 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. God, what was the one I was just thinking of? Oh yeah, we've got to finish Bravely Default. I still want to do the Kingdom Hearts series. So there's a lot of stuff I've got rattling in my head as far as what to do on this stream. So, and all of these are franchises that have numerous games in them. So it's not like we're going to be lacking for material to go through for content. So it is what it is. You know, we'll get through it all. Plus, of course, you know, continuing on with Final Fantasy XIV, which, excuse me, I am not considering including as far as the Crystal Chronicle project. That's our project of playing through all the numbered Final Fantasies, except for the MMOs, because MMOs are a little hard to, because they're always adding new stuff. So I'm like, you know what, if I'm gonna play the MMO stories, I'm not gonna really consider. I'll do it, but I'm not gonna consider it as part of the project. Just the main storyline stuff for the numbered stuff, for the numbered titles. But yep, so we've got a lot to work on, and honestly, it'll be good material to work with, because I mentioned last week when we were streaming that I've got a renewed focus on wanting to improve my YouTube channel. Our good friend Becca Fofeka had recently unlocked YouTube Partner, and seeing her post about her achievement made me want to do the same. Finally put my YouTube channel to good use, and that's another reason why I'm double streaming, so that there's always something going up on it. So if you're watching from YouTube, I thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, so that you get notified about new content coming. If you're over on Twitch, just drop a follow and or subscribe there. You'll get notified automatically when I go whenever I go live. I'm starting to post some of my YouTube shorts over to my Twitch as Twitch stories too. So trying to get my content out there a little more. No shortage of places to post them either. YouTube, Twitch stories, Instagram. Yes, that stupid clock app. The only reason I have that stupid app is so that I can post my content out there in the hopes that someone might catch it and go, you know what, this is kind of cool, I'll go check it out. Otherwise, if I could get away with not having to use TikTok, I absolutely would. But considering I'm growing slowly, it's kind of hard to avoid having to use it, because anything I can do to, you know, get my content in front of people's eyes. So, but I'm getting better on YouTube. A lot of my YouTube shorts lately have been, a lot of them had like up until this year had been thank you, Luna, but we won't be needing that here. But it won't let me snooze the ads for some dumb reason. Lovely. But no, a lot of the ads, or sorry, not a lot of the ads. The ads coming in threw off my state of mind here. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. But no, a lot of the YouTube shorts that I had posted before this year only got double-digit views. Now I'm upping my game and I'm trying new things, and a lot of those videos being posted to my YouTube shorts are actually getting triple-digit and sometimes 1,000+ views. So I'm proud of myself with that. I just want to keep improving. And I also have signed up for a service called vidIQ that one of the things it does, aside from giving you like suggestions for improvements on this and that, is it keeps tabs on like how many views you've gotten, how many subscribers you've gotten, and so on. And I recently checked and I'm actually at 42,500. So I'm getting there. Wait, at least as far as the views go. The higher I can push that number, the better. Anyway. Sorry, I'm going to cut it off a little early there. Because, well, you know what time it is. It's time for that closing song. But don't forget, I'm back again Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to do some Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood main story quests. Tomorrow I'm getting my oil change, so I made sure to schedule it on a day I wasn't streaming. Something I need to get done. Anyways. But if you like what you see, make sure you spread the good word of the good captain by word of mouth too, if you like. Just tell your friends, hey, go check out this cool streamer named CrazerCap. We do a lot of fun stuff here, including the QR code down in the bottom. You can scan that QR code for my Extra Life, which you also see in the chat right there. So make sure you go visit that. That's a profile where I earn money for charity with all of my streams. So please make sure you go check that out and consider donating to a Children's Miracle Network hospital through my fundraiser there. I appreciate that, and so would the kids. Well, I know for a fact that over on the Twitch side of things, we do not have our usual raid suspect floating around. Our good friend Becca. She's out on vacation this week. Pissed Off Bartender is streaming now. I don't know if I want to stream raid to him right now. I watch a lot of his videos on Instagram. You know, I'll hold off on streaming or on raid outs tonight. One of these nights I'll raid out to somebody else. You never know. We'll have to figure out if there's anybody else that we can raid out to first, I guess. Someone that wouldn't mind it. But anyway, thank you all again for stopping by. We'll be back again Thursday with more Final Fantasy XIV with main story quests for Stormblood. Until then, be good to one another. Treat each other the way you would want to be treated. Go spread some positivity. Thank you all for coming. This is the Captain, Crazer Cap, signing off. Crazer, out.